Hello, folks. JJB Tin Man, Views of NYC. And I'm in my apartment. Yes, I am. Now, we're having a blizzard. It started yesterday, kind of in the morning, around 10 or so, and it increased and built up through the day. Now, I can hardly even, now, if you remember, well, maybe some of you might remember, that oh, look, they're actually starting to shovel. I was just going to comment how in the last time we had a terrible, terrible snow like this, which wasn't long ago, they were cleaning all the time. We have a crew for the building that takes care of this. And this morning I just took a peek out here, and you can see, this is what it was like over here, you see. You can hardly see out the window, like I say. But anyway, look at this. This is what's happening with this blizzard. It's still going on. The snow's still coming down. So who knows when it's going to end, sometime later today. But they've gone out now, and they're cleaning. For the first time since it started yesterday, they are shoveling and cleaning the sidewalk. As you can see there, see, it's just starting. There's a guy doing it. You know, I don't know if you can't even see, I'm sure, but the snow, it's hard to see. But maybe if you look closely, you'll see how the snow's sort of blowing sideways. There's quite a wind. I see a tree moving, maybe. I don't know. But there's quite a wind going on. And it's already, I don't know how much snow. It's many inches. There's a guy walking his dog this morning. Look at this. It's on the window so much, like I tell you. Like the last one, it wasn't like that. You know, you could see out the window pretty easily. This one is much, well, I don't know about much more, but oh boy, it's already deep. It's got to be over a foot. But see, now that they're starting, they didn't do it yesterday. I guess they just figured it's the blizzard. People were told by the mayor, stay inside. You know, some people would walk their dogs, or there were people out. I was out all day. I had a play yesterday. I wasn't performing, but a play I've been working on. And it was the closing day. And I thought it might even get canceled, because there goes one of the city trucks that'll be scraping. They haven't, look, you can tell they haven't even, made any passes at the roadway out there on West End Avenue. And but it's interesting to see how much more it is as far as just that coverage, you know, and the fact that it's still going on. Because today it's supposed to snow throughout the day, I believe. So this is amazing. And I thought, I'm just kind of getting up. It's 7 o'clock or so in the morning. And I thought I would give everybody a chance to see New York City's blizzard 2026 in February. We're having the worst winter. It's just amazing. It's so severe. It's been so cold. That's the big thing. Temperatures have been just Arctic. A few days we had temperatures that were colder than Antarctica. Yes, we did. So anyway, this is the way it is. There's some traffic. It was the first car that went by, I think. Well, a truck went by, but not much traffic. There's just not much happening. There won't be much happening today, I imagine. I mean, there's things that never quit, and people will be around, but there's stores that are not open. There's restaurants that are not open. You know, some things are open, but we did our play, and we actually had a decent audience. It was supposed to be sold out, and we did have people that didn't make it. But I think there were like 15 reservations that were not picked up. Other than that, the house was just about full. People came out. Of course, that was at the beginning. It wasn't so it was severe, but it wasn't. You know, there wasn't much accumulation right away. So there are people. Well, this is a lady in the building, I think. I don't know. Anyway, uh, but the people did come out for the play. It was the final performance of a run of a play called The Cry of the Butterfly, written by Nika Ray, who is the daughter of a famous, very famous film director, Nicholas Ray. Her name's Nika Ray, and really interesting, and because Nicholas Ray had an effect on his family. Well, he actually had 3 different wives. This was his 3rd wife. They were divorced, and had, I think, 3 kids, and Nika was one of the daughters. And the play is essentially about how he affected them, his wife, Betty Uti, and the kids, Nika and Julie. And it is very good. We were all hoping that we maybe, who knows what will happen, it could go on, but we would love to see it go to an off-Broadway full contract. And just great. I was in it originally, playing a small role. Here you can see the wind blowing, see the snow being blown by the wind. But anyway, I have a little medical issue. That's one reason also I haven't been on and haven't really made any videos for a while. I could have been making them, I don't know why. I was in the hospital, I had surgery. I didn't make any, I don't think I even made one in the hospital. You know, when I think about it, I guess I just went, I was so concerned in taking care of my health and getting my surgery done and everything that I didn't think about making a video. What a dummy, I should have, I could have. Anyway, I'm making one now, and it's a couple of weeks after I've been out of the hospital and finished with the surgery. I've still got some issues to deal with, but it was a successful surgery. And I had a protein mass tumor that was right behind my salivary gland, leaning on my facial nerve, and was cancerous and had to come out. And so had a surgery on my jaw area. Actually, it's from my left ear down along the jaw, cheek, really even down to my neck. And that thing had to be removed. Now, there was a slight damage to my facial nerve during the surgery, but there was a plastic surgeon who was part of the team, the team that was taking care of me. Dr. Khan was the main surgeon, but there were 2 other surgeons, Dr. Gray and Dr. Juarez. And Dr. Gray was 2 plastic surgeons, Juarez and Gray. Gray's the lady, and she, look at it blowing out. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the snow coming down and blow and sideways. Anyway, she was someone who, when the damage occurred to the facial nerve, she did some repair, and so I will have a temporary, not a paralysis, but my lower lip is kind of lazy, and also I feel a tingly feeling in my whole left side of my face still. That's probably just from the surgery, though. I don't know. But anyway, the lower lip, when I smile, if I smile big, it's fine. I mean, it's crooked. If I just feel a little smile, it looks pretty normal, because it's just, well, make a big smile, the little lower left part of my, so it makes a crooked smile if I smile big. Anyway, so, and other than that, I came through it very well, and, I'm recuperating. In fact, I went back to work on the play. Now, I had to drop out of the play as a performer, but I did continue as assistant stage manager, and I was assisting the director a bit also. And so I was not all the performances, because opening night of the play, I was the day of my surgery. But as soon as I was beginning to recuperate, I went back to the play every night and participated. There goes the scraper. Of course, they're not doing anything. He's got the blade up, but I'm sure he'll start soon. Anyway, well, there's one that's doing it. There you go. There goes the scraper. And they are working. They got the scraper down. You see? Yeah. You can tell they did a little, yeah, so got a little clearance there. That'll get covered soon. Anyway, it's going to be an ongoing process through the day. Anyway, so I did well during the surgery. I'm recuperating now and actually starting to rehearse another play that's going to be coming up in about a month, I guess. And hopefully I won't have to drop out of that. I'm not planning to. And it was called Cain's Marsh, but it's been changed. The playwright, or the person who adapted from an H.G. Wells novella, he decided to change the name because he wants to have the name of the novella sort of, and the famous author, H.G. Wells, wants that on the play, I think, so people will know, ooh, H.G. Wells, you know. It's called, here's what it's called now, H.G. Wells, the Croquet Player. What? Yeah. I call it H.G. Wells, the Croquet Player, a.k.a. Cain's Marsh. I like that title, Cain's Marsh. But it's H.G. Wells, the Croquet Player. I'll be talking about it a lot. And anybody that's in New York, hey folks, come and see it. I'll be telling you more about it later. It's going to be a theater for the new city, and that's coming up. Anyway, I'm going to get off. Look at that. It's just amazing. You can see the snow kind of coming down through there. And there are just a few people out. There's a guy coming across the street. See him? You can barely see him. Yeah, so this is amazing. I'll probably step out somewhere. I'm not going to go outside, I don't think, today. It's going to continue to snow like this. But I will give you an update, and I'll give you another picture later on. Okay? All right. So that's it for now. JJB Tin Man, views of NYC and our horrific Arctic storm blizzard. All right, folks. Bye now.